Well, as the Kevin Durant trade watch continues, the Raptors' odds of landing the player have dropped. They are now seen as having the third best chance behind the Suns and the Nets. And for more on this, let's bring in super agent Lee Steinberg. Good afternoon, Lee. How are you doing?
Hey, good afternoon. Pleasure to be with you.
Okay, Lee, let's get to it. We're in Toronto. People love the Raptors, and they love Kevin Durant and that possibility. How does this all work, when it comes to free agency? And, what's being said in your network, your world?
So you have a player here that has, in Kevin Durant, that has 4 years left on his contract. He doesn't have a contractual right to be traded, but in the NBA, players have tremendous power. So you're looking at different teams. Now, Raptors president Masai Ujiri has made it pretty clear he wants to win another championship. And having Kevin Durant would be a good way to do it. The problem is you have to be able to put a trade together that Brooklyn will accept. And one of the biggest trade players that the Raptors have is Scotty Barnes, and he's Rookie of the Year, and he's just turning 21, and it's sort of a balance between, do we want to win now, but someone like Scotty Barnes could carry this team for years to come.
Hey, Lee, you've done over $3 billion in deals. Can you give us any insight into kind of like the behind-the-scenes stuff? Like what happens between the front office and the agents and the players and then the whole free agency aspect?
So the agent is trying behind the scenes, if he has permission from the team, to find the best place for him. And so he's obviously signed to a contract, so that's all going to be about winning. And you have teams like the Suns and the Warriors and the Celtics in this mix also. But again, Kevin Durant would do it. He's still a superb player. Now, he's 33, but he would make all the difference, and he would put the Raptors right back to where they go. So there's real complexity here with a lot of moving parts, because you have to make sure that the trade package is something Brooklyn would accept, and then you have to make sure that the contracts with the new rosters fit in the cap, and you have to make sure that Kevin Durant wants to come there. So it's very complex, and Brooklyn can sit back because they don't have to just trade him and wait for the best proposal and the best offer. But if he was my client, I'd be behind the scenes trying to push him to a place he can win now.
And Lee, my last question, because, you get a chance to get to know a lot of these players and their families, very closely. How much does the family weigh in on where they go as well?
Really important. If someone's in a really stable marriage, then you got to make sure that the wife signs on and the kids sign on. But look, I mean, Toronto's won championships before. It's a great place to live. It's got that going for it. It's really well run. It's got that going for it too. But you have so many competitors here that the odds for any one team are going to be long against it.
Super agent Lee Steinberg, thank you so very much for your insight into the possibilities of Kevin Durant and the Raptors. Thanks, Lee.
My pleasure.